Yo, GamerNemy here. So we are officially 10 days away from the release of Tekken 8 and the question begs, GamerNemy, which characters are you going to main in this damn game? 32 characters is a huge number of characters from a launch roster, so it's going to be very difficult for people to pick their mains. I'm sure everyone is going to be excited and know who to play, and that includes me as well. Now this is a very important subject due to the fact that as a content creator, you always have a character that's always related to you. You are always known for one particular character. For example, Kewis is known as a Hwoarang player, Main Man is known for Kazuya, Mirio is known for Lee, I Am Your Father is known for Lee, CBM is known for Jin, King J is known for Leroy Geese. So you always have this identity of a character attached to you. So that's why it's always important as a content creator to stick to certain particular characters and just know what characters you're going to play. So that's why I wanted to make this video. So without further ado, let's talk about it. Alright, so first things first is, for those people that know me, you guys know that I'm a very flexible person when it comes to characters. In Tekken 7, I played characters such as Armor King, I played Lee, I played Lei, I played Steve, I played Lars, I played Murdoch, I played Alisa for some extent. So I am a very flexible person. But there are always these few characters that I always put in more time than other characters. Now, for starters, the first character that you guys probably relate me to so much is my boy Steve Boo. Now, Steve was my first ever character in Tekken 5. That's a character I played the most in Tekken 5. I think I first saw his Gatling gun. I first saw my brother do his Gatling gun punches. I was like, whoa. That's a cool ass looking move. So ever since, I've never looked back on this character. He's always been one of my most played characters in all the Tekken games. Most played character in Tekken 5. He was second in Tekken 6 behind Lars. Tekken Tag 2, Steve and Lars was my main tag team. And Tekken 7, he is my second most used character right behind Lars. So Steve is a mainstay. So a few things about Steve is that Steve is the kind of character that you don't just use as a pocket character. If you play Steve, you gotta bet your ass you have to dedicate some time at playing this character. It's a reason why many people actually don't play Steve at low level. He is a very difficult character to master, even at in rank. He's a very difficult character to master at high level actually as well. So that's why Steve player has a very far less. And you can actually tell the difference between a Steve player that actually mains the character and loves the character to a Steve player that's actually using the character as a main. There's a huge difference, unless it's like the absolute low, like top level. Like everyone knows Hera Malik is the best Steve in the world due to just how he utilizes the character. That guy utilizes the character like every single tool that Steve has. This man will use that. Then you have stronger players like Lohai, who actually cracked Steve players that don't actually drop the Shiro combo. He uses Steve very efficiently. Like he's an efficient Steve player, tournament player. So that's the difference between a Steve main and someone who plays Steve as a side character, or just like a So for me, Steve is a kind of character that just I feel safe when I play Steve. The fact that he's a very safe character and really makes you play at his pace, because you don't want to press buttons against this guy. He forces you to play at his pace, and I kind of like having that control in certain matches, right? I just love that power. He's a very expressive character. Like he's very unique, right? You have sways instead of kicks for 3 and 4. Like his offense is just like he's a very designed character, very designed and very fun as well. I love most of his voice lines in Tekken 8. People usually say they are very cringe. I actually love them, bro. Like he sounds so good. Like this guy says bullseye when he hits you with the fucking back one. Like how sick is that? Right? Other stuff is cringe, smash, body. Like, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's very vocal in Tekken 8, and I love it. So bet your ass Steve is my main for Tekken 8, or one of my mains, and he'll be probably the first guide I'll do. If not Lars, I'll do Steve. So moving away from Steve is Lars, because I mentioned playing Lars and Steve in Tekken Tag 2 as my main team. Lars is probably my favorite character in the entire Tekken franchise, right? I think I just nerded out when I saw this guy in Tekken 6 because I'm a huge anime lover, anime fanboy. So when I saw Lars like just dashing all over the place, bro, these freaking silent entry dashes, dynamic entry, I was like, whoa, that is hella anime, it's hella cool. And that's why I picked up Lars, and I just haven't looked back since as well. Like, he's a cool fucking character, bro. I don't know how people hate on Lars. Yeah, his hair is a little bit too much, but come on, man. He's a Shoto, he's a freaking anime Shoto, like, he's freaking cool. He's freaking cool. So Lars as well is a main, and he has received hella changes in Tekken 8 that I'm so hyped for. Like, Lars in Tekken 8 is sheesh, mwah, bellissimo. He is so good, he is so fun. And like his range, I really love his range. You don't really have to worry about range against Lars. That's what I really love about the character. Insane lows as well. You don't block low against that character, you're dead, right? You're dead. So very strong character, very fun as well. I don't know how much time I'll put into Lars as compared to Steve, because Lars is pretty straightforward compared to a character like Steve. But either way, I will put a lot of time in Steve and Lars. And my third character is gonna be Raven, and you guys know this as well. I have mentioned it several times on my posts. Raven is probably the coolest character in Tekken 8, like without a doubt. I love his Shadow Clone rework so much. He is fucking sick in Tekken 8. Sheesh, he is so sick. The clone design, oh my god, I was so sold. I was so hyped when I saw that trailer. Now, so Raven for me is a kind of character that is gonna be, I'm gonna be learning Raven from scratch in Tekken 8. So as much as I'm excited to play him, it's gonna be a lot of work learning this character, getting used to like crouch dash mix-ups and being the gimmicky kind of character, right? Tricks, you know, shinobi stuff. It's gonna take a while to adapt. Probably the most difficult playstyle for me, right, as a player, is Raven's playstyle, right? I had so much trouble playing this character in the beta, but like I learned to understand how to play him after the beta was done. So I can't really wait to put in time in these characters. So these three characters are gonna be the main focus for me, guys, in Tekken 8. So most of the content you see on my channel will revolve around these three characters. I'm not saying I won't try other characters, but the main focus will be these three characters, because I do play other games. So the more characters I invest in Tekken 8 means the less time I'll have to play other games, which sucks ass. But that depends if I'm not competitive or not. So Steve, Lars, Raven are gonna be my top 3 characters I'm gonna focus on in Tekken 8. Now, some honorable mentions. Firstly is Leroy. Bro, I know a lot of people are sleeping on this character, but Leroy looks so sick in Tekken 8. I like the changes they've made. I'm glad he's coming out of the niche as, you know, the broken guy, the Leroy toxic, you know. I'm kind of happy he's out of that kind of segregation and is now his own character. He seems very balanced actually compared to what most characters have. He has a chip hit mechanic, which seems very meh, because I think Raven's clones actually do more chip damage than Leroy's actual chip mechanic, which is actually insane. But I love the fact that, you know, Leroy is a very defensive character in an offense-oriented game, and I think he's gonna feast, guys. Don't sleep on Leroy, bro. This character is sick. He's freaking scary. The cane as well, the low cane, holy shit. Keep sleeping on Leroy. So yeah, Leroy, honorable mention. Victor, I don't know, but something calls me to try out Victor, and yeah, I'm gonna try out Victor. Of course, you know, he interests me more than Noctis ever did, but I'm not a fan of these weapon characters. You know, I'm those guys. I'm those type of guys. But like, Victor, of course, looks fun and he looks sick. His animations are sick. I love the beret costume. I need more bullets. I need more bullets. So Victor is up there as well. Lee, I'll try out Lee. As you guys know, if you play Steve, so people that play Steve also like to play Lee, because the game style is pretty similar, counter hit characters. So, and it looks very interesting. The just frame stuff is calling to me. So Lee as well. Devil Jin, oh my god, Devil Jin, I have to try out Devil Jin, right? I have to, like, he is insane. Probably the most sickest looking combos in the game, sickest looking character in terms of just like overall animations. Devil Jin looks insane. He looks sick in this game, and I'll definitely try him, but I don't see myself playing Devojin to that extent, you know, but he looks fun. Armor King, of course, might be season pass 1. That's a character, potential main as well for Armor King. I can't wait. But overall, these are probably the characters I have a lot of interest in, you know. Characters like Thing look fun, but like the interest is just gone. I don't know with Thing, man, he was so cool, but like I think everyone is getting into the Thing hype train. It's just removed all the interest I had for the character, you know. But overall, there are so many characters in this game, so don't be surprised if you find me playing like, you know, Xiaoyu or some shit. There's a low chance, but like, yeah, it's insane. So just think of Tekken 8 as a clean slate, guys. Don't let the past dictate who you play in Tekken 8. Just start from scratch. Take the time to go through every other character in the game that might fit your playstyle. You don't know, bro. You might be playing Lily in Tekken 8, right? You might be playing as Rishina. You don't know. Reina is still there as well for trying out, so just go through every character and pick your main. Now, like I said, I made this video just to give you guys a rough idea of the kind of content you'll be seeing on my channel. If I do decide to make tutorials, most of these tutorials will focus on these characters I've mentioned, the honorable mentions as well, so keep that in mind. So Steve, Lars, Raven, 3 mains that actually putting so much time in these 3 characters. The honorable mentions are Leroy, Devojin, Lee, and Victor Chevalier. So those are the characters that I'll probably try out as well. So guys, these are the characters that I'll main. Who are you maining in Tekken 8? 10 days away, guys. Let's freaking go. So let me know in the comment section, and like, it's 32 characters, guys, 32 characters, so go crazy. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you made this far, please don't forget to do that like button and subscribe if you're new. We're only a few days away from launch. I can't get over it. I just can't. So thank you guys. May the frame data be ever in your favor. GG.